Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, it's the new Speed Pro. Sinner endorsed Speed Pro. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So new Speed series is out. The Sinner series, as I call it. Pro version in hand, which is the 1820. Pretty flexible in terms of the RA. Looking at super low 60s. Typically not a fan of 1820. This has the same specs as the Legend. 23 beam all around, but low 60s on that RA, like I said. So I'm guessing for a very flexible flight, let's say. And I usually don't like those kind of numbers. I don't mind the 23, but the low 60s, I like it a little stiffer. But let's take it out and see what the coaches say. Stay tuned.
Tag, partner! Oh, gosh! Oh, Coach Goo just did a tweener on the FastTrack tennis. You can get your tweener on the FastTrack tennis too. 365 days a year. Discount code is below. Get your FastTrack on today. All right, guys, just got off the court. New Speed Pro. This one's endorsed by Sinner, although it is the Pro, which means he probably won't ever use it. 1820, okay? Who's got the mic? Oh, you do. Okay. What'd you think of it, Coach?
So yeah, again, historically, I was just not a big fan of the Speed line from Head. I think my narrative has definitely changed with the Speed line now. Playing with this racket specifically, again, as I usually say, there aren't too many rackets out there with the 100 square inch 18 by 20 string pattern. This outshines the previous version by a long shot, in my opinion. I think like we were talking about, again, it does not feel like an 18 by 20 in this model for sure. I think they also made it a little bit, again, like I said, comfortable on the arm, very comfortable, very soft, but at the same time added some more pop to the racket. So I don't know how they did that with the technology, but it just felt like it was just super plush. The ball sank into the string bed super well, and I feel like the sweet spot was very defined. For me personally, the racket right now probably weighs a little bit too much. It does have that beefiness to it where you need to have the strength to kind of swing through it and be able to kind of hit the shot through the court without getting tired over a long period of time. But man, when I lined this thing up and hit the ball perfectly every single time, this thing felt like butter in my opinion. So for me, it's crazy. Yeah, my narrative has definitely changed. Where I think right now, with all the headline of rackets out right now, I think the Speed line is probably my favorite out of every single line from Head, and usually that's not the case because usually I'm a big fan of either the Radicals or the Gravity line, but right now the Speed is taking kind of the first place in the race right now for me when it comes to these head rackets. So if you guys are a big fan of the Speed Pro and you like the previous version or the Legend, give the Sinner colorway a shot. I think you're really going to like this one.
It's different for sure, and I'll explain later. Kira, what'd you think?
I really liked this one as well, although I'm a little different than Jared in which I feel like I didn't have to do honestly too much, and I felt like I got a good amount of pop still off of it. Still very controlled, is similar to the MP, but I think definitely had more to it, a little more depth, a little more kind of everything, power, spin. I definitely really like this one as well, and probably also my favorite one of the headline right now. So yeah, really like this one.
So the strings on here is 52 pounds with what I like to keep confidential. They don't normally like that string, nor that tension. So for them to like it in this racket, it means there's something going on good in the racket itself. It must be the redesign, because there's definitely a lot of feel. It's a 61, 62 flex, but it didn't feel that way. It felt plush, but firm enough where it shot it back with some gusto. It did not feel like an 1820. Like previous versions had this kind of a feel, then they kind of lost their way, I felt like, in the last generation or two, and it came back to this now. Definitely a favorite of mine now in an 1820 string pattern. Coach Jared would never use an 1820. Kira would normally hate that when I say 1820 in general. So for us three to like this racket with these strings that are my favorite is kind of amazing here. You know, you're a scientist. 2 negatives equal a positive. We got 3 negatives normally equaling to a positive on this one. That makes no sense, does it? So guys, if you're an 1820 fan or if you're a speed fan, definitely give this a shot. Easy access to spin, easy access to power, even though it's a low flex rating. Those of you who want a low flex rating and have arm problems, try these speeds out. They're gonna be great for your arm. Guys, thank you for doing the playtest with me. Where can we find you?
Guys, can find me on Instagram at MaTennis.
You can find our joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.